Good evening, friends. Welcome to Collide. I get the privilege of joining Hope as she presents the song King of Kings this evening. As I was reading in my devotional this morning, I came across the following line. It says, "We must build our faith not on fading lights, but on the light that never fails." So join us during this song as we lift up the only King of this world and as we praise the only light that never fails.
In the darkness, we were waiting without hope, without light, till from heaven you came running. There was mercy in your eyes to fulfill the law and prophet. To a virgin came the world, from the throne of endless glory to a cradle in the dirt. Praise the Father, praise the Son, praise the Spirit, three in one. God of glory, majesty, praise forever to the King of Kings. To reveal the kingdom coming and to reconcile the lost, to redeem the whole creation. You did not despise the cross. For if even in your suffering you saw to the other side, knowing this was our salvation, Jesus, for our sake you died. Praise the Father, praise the Son, praise the Spirit, three in one. God of glory, majesty, praise forever to the King of Kings. In the morning that you rose, all of heaven held its breath, till that stone was moved for good, for the Lamb that conquered death. And the dead rose from their tombs, and the angels stood in awe, for that souls of all who come to through the Father are restored. And the church of Christ was born, then the Spirit lit the flame. Now this gospel truth of old shall not kneel, shall not faint. By his blood and in his name, in his freedom I am free. For the love of Jesus Christ, who has resurrected me. Oh, praise the Father, praise the Son, praise the Spirit, three in one. God of glory, majesty, praise forever to the King of Kings. Praise forever to the King of Kings.
What's up, Collide? It is Luke. Today I'm going to be sharing with you guys a little bit just about patience, because I know a lot of us right now are probably kind of just in this state of where we're not quite sure what's next, where we're maybe a little bit frustrated, and it's kind of really hard just to wait around because the situation we're all kind of in right now just kind of requires us to wait. We're not really sure what's next. I don't think anybody is. So yeah, I'm going to be talking about patience and how we can be patient during the time like this. So if you have a Bible, open to Romans 12:12. That's the verse we're going to be looking at. It says, "Rejoice in hope, be patient in tribulation, and be constant in prayer." So as I read that and I was thinking about that, even though it's literally only like 8 or 9 words, it has a lot of meaning behind it. So the first part is rejoice in hope. So I think in a time like this, when we have to be patient, one thing we can look forward to and be patient for is that hope, and we can be excited about what's next. We can be hopeful for it, and as the Bible says, we can rejoice in it. So I think it's really important that during this time we are rejoicing and having hope for a bright future, because this is not permanent. Although it may seem permanent, it's not. The next part says, be patient in tribulation. So right now, obviously we're going through some like trials, and especially us seniors, you know, our lives, we feel like we're just kind of like ripped away from us, and we're definitely going through some trials right now. And it's really important that we remember specifically too that God gives us these things for a reason, that they are all going to be used to build his kingdom and to bring glory to him, if we let it. So we need to be patient during this time. We need to allow him to work through us, and we need to just trust him. And the last part of the verse says, be constant in prayer. So this is the part that I've been lacking on personally a lot. Just a reminder that when you're not feeling patient, when you are frustrated, you can bring that to God. You can be constant in your prayer. In fact, God actually wants that because he wants a genuine relationship with you. So I think it is very, very important during this time to just be constantly talking to God and voicing how you're feeling, bringing your frustrations to him, but ultimately trusting him, trusting his will, and just waiting to see what happens next, all while having hope, trusting him, and persevering through this time.
Hey, what's up, party people? I just wanted to give you a couple follow-ups. I think Luke just did a really great job breaking down that verse from Romans 12:12, the idea that we're hopeful, we're patient in tribulation, and ultimately we're praying through everything. And I just want to give you a couple really quick maybe practices as you think through things that you might do this week to help you just practice patience. And I think a lot of it really focuses on just really taking time to slow down. Because I don't know about you, but in this season, I don't know if you've had more to do, less to do. I'm sure it feels weird. You're probably just a little bit out of it with just, if you hear Zoom one more time, that's really probably gonna be the last thing to break your patience or your computer. But really, as you think about practicing patience, whenever you start to feel those feelings of anxiety, of stress, of maybe fear, whatever it might be for you, I would just encourage you to take a moment. And this is gonna sound simple, it's gonna sound maybe a little bit rudimentary, but I would just tell you to breathe, to take a deep breath. One of the greatest things that I love what my good friend Mo Perdomo shared with us at Winter Retreat, if you were there in January, but he shared this practice of just, if you feel anxious, if you feel stressed, if you feel unsure of even the future, his encouragement was to just breathe and to just tap. And as you did that, you kind of just give yourself the opportunity to relax. It actually does physiological things for your body, but just take those moments to relax, to breathe deep, and to spend a few moments praying. And I know, as Luke had mentioned, that praying is kind of one of the hard things sometimes to do in the moments where we are out of maybe our normal routines, but just take a few minutes each day, especially if there's moments in the day when you feel stressed. Just take a few minutes at certain intervals, close your eyes, take deep breaths, and just pray to the Lord. And just pray that he'd be with you, and pray that he would just be showing you the good future that he has for you. Just a really simple thing that you can do. And I would just say, if there's anything you can do to help others be patient and to exhibit patience, maybe it involves being last for things, allowing other people to go before you, just being able to practice patience. It's really important, but knowing that there's good things and good exercises and practices. If you want more kind of tips on things that might help you in this season, please don't hesitate to reach out to us. Tomorrow I'll be giving you a few quick tips on how to be thankful even in a season when it doesn't maybe seem like there's a lot to be thankful for. And so I'd encourage you to check that out. Tomorrow we'll go through just a few different ways that you can just practice thankfulness in your life. But really great job by Luke breaking down the passage about Romans 12:12, and I would just echo what he said, to be hopeful, to look forward to the good things that, this season will come to an end, as most seasons do, and there's good things to hope for. Second, to be patient in tribulation. NLT says be patient in trouble. We're in some troubles, but be patient. God's working in it and through it. Pray to see how God might be working in and through you and through others around you during this season. And lastly, just pray, to spend intentional moments praying and just taking deep breaths, whether it's closing your eyes, taking deep breaths, and just tapping, or whatever that might look like. We just encourage you, pray. We know that we're praying for you. We love you. We're with you. If you have anything that you need, please don't hesitate to contact us. Reach out to us via Instagram message, text, email, whatever it looks like to you. We're happy and we're here.